Okay, hello. I'm here today to share with you some Beatles song history on several of the songs that are often often thought as drug songs, but aren't. Some of them are, some of them aren't, but most of them aren't. I'm doing this for two reasons. One, on Q107's Facebook, they are asking songs that are definitely drug songs. Now, people are saying like Lucy Sky of Diamonds, Yellow Submarine, and Strawberry Fields, which those aren't. And I know from research, I have two articles of proof, my album guide, and the 100 Greatest Beatles Songs. Plus some knowledge that I read by reading books about the Beatles and from various trusted online Beatles sites such as the I almost went to a Southern accent there. No offense to Southern people. The Beatles Bible. .com. First one I'm going to do is very, very often thought to be a drug song, which isn't. Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds. Very often thought to be a song about LSD because, of course, it looks like an acronym for LSD, but when John Lennon wrote that song, he didn't notice that it kind of spelled out LSD until someone pointed it out to him. Also, too, I kind of can see why people think it's a drug song. No offense, John. No offense, John. It is a little weird. Now, it says in here, well, no, that's the wrong one. Pretty sure it says in there too, but it mainly states clearly in here. It's on page 49. Lennon always insisted that Lucy Sky of Diamonds was not a drug song, as he told Rolling Stone in 1970. And it goes on to say, the inspiration was a picture that his 4-year-old son Julian painted of Lucy O'Donnell, the girl who sat next to him in school. Now, it is half inspired by the painting or drawing his son Julian did, and half inspired by Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass, because John was a huge fan of Lewis Carroll's whimsical story, like Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. The girl of kaleidoscope eyes, actually, it says in here, turned out to be Yoko, as he invented. It's really weird, actually, of how that's worded in here, but yeah, Lucy Sky Diamonds, not a drug song. Next one, a lot of people in school actually believe, that I go to school with actually believe Yellow Submarine is a drug song. And, well, this song is not a drug song. The movie probably is, but the song isn't. And it says, it doesn't really say in here, it just says like kind of the recording tricks that they did, or like the sound effects. It says in the album to album guide, the song history to Yellow Submarine. And Yellow Submarine originally appeared on Revolver, so let's go there. Wait. Oops. 2 more albums over. Yay, Revolver! I recently got this album on vinyl. I had it on CD, but I just recently got it on vinyl. Sorry to read it like that. Sleep figures promptly. Sleep figures prominently in the story of several Revolver songs. The vision of a colored submarine came to McCartney as he was drifting off one night. So, yeah, you know how your mind's wandering as you're drifting off to sleep and kind of slightly dreaming but not all the way in the dream? He was kind of he was drifting off and he saw all these different colored submarines as kind of like in a dream, and he mainly was kind of focusing on this yellow submarine, and he wrote the song. He had Ringo sing it because Ringo's kind of like that goofy uncle type. And Yellow Submarine sounds like a name of a children's book. So therefore, Yellow Submarine, not a drug song. Strawberry Fields is another one that was mentioned on Q107 songs that are most likely a drug song. One of the people commented on, and also two people at school. That's actually part of the reason I'm doing this. Here we go. Strawberry Fields was originally a kind of like a childhood home in Liverpool, and John as a kid liked to hang out in its gardens. And as some of you may not know, or probably do know, John was raised by his aunt and uncle, not really knowing his mom or dad well. His aunt was really strict, not mean or anything, just really strict. And no one really understood him. He was different than most kids. And that was kind of his escape. The lyrics, part of the lyrics, nobody I think is in my tree, means nobody's really a bit like him. Now that's the really only lyric I truly know the meaning to. I have tried to interpret some of the other lyrics. I believe living is easy if eyes closed. Misunderstanding all you see means sometimes you see things not as they are, and you wouldn't can't talk today. Misunderstand what you see if you had your eyes closed. It's hard to be someone, but it all works out. It doesn't matter much to me. That one actually no. He really didn't think of a big idea. Didn't really see the big deal of him being famous. He just saw it as him. He just saw just another person, and therefore you get not doesn't matter much to me. So yeah, it is strange, but I'm going to see what this album by album guide says. The top 100 Beatles songs mentioned how John liked to hang out in the gardens of this childhood home. strawberry fields. Oops. Was a home. He didn't seem to see things in a. He seemed to see things in a different way from most people. Like I said, he was different. That's actually a quote from him. I'm kind of rephrasing a quote from him, actually. Okay, it doesn't give that much background on that. But, okay. Next one that was listed on the one thing on the website, I'm making a weird face, was, being of the benefit of Mr. Kite. I can't believe someone posted that. Being of the benefit of Mr. Kite was actually inspired by a very old 18th century circus poster John found in an old shop. Yeah, basically it. Basically it. Next one. Day Tripper was one of them posted on the. Well, it wasn't written while they were on drugs. It is about it. Now, Day Tripper is actually about how someone would kind of lead a double life and only be kind of like hippie-ish and smoke on the weekends and be like, oh no, I don't do that stuff during the week. Yeah, okay. Another one people think is a drug song is Octopus's Garden, which it really doesn't say anything in those. It just tells about the recording tricks with the sound effects. But from what I read, I'm guessing Ringo was actually hanging out with this one person who liked to sail, and they were talking. The sailor dude offered Ringo a octopus sandwich. Ringo declined. I would have tried the octopus sandwich just because I like seafood and weird food. Anyway, then the sailor dude continued to tell Ringo of how supposedly octopuses or octopi would kind of collect things that from like shipwrecks or things like fell off ships and kind of make a collection out of them. That's what I've read, and I really do believe that is the inspiration, but I don't know if octopi really do that. I will post a link of where I found that information in the description in the bottom. I'm pointing kind of there. Okay, bottom there. Next one would be Day Tripper it does have some LSD influence. Day Tripper does, but okay, it does. So that one is. So I'm the Walrus. Now, according to Rolling Stone magazine, it's not. But I read a few John quotes saying it's a combination of several acid trips. Okay. What else was another one in there? Let me look. Come Together. Okay, let's look that up. Oops. Come Together's on Abbey Road. I'm using this one. Where is it? Where are the songs? Come Together. Really doesn't give anything on that. Let me try the top 100 songs. Page 28. Okay. So Come Together is a drug song, specifically LSD. After I go through the songs, I'm actually going to give a little interesting information on what Rolling Stone magazine, or these two things, say about I'm the Walrus. The songs that they say. I'm only going to do Beatles songs because I really don't know anything about other bands. Okay, I already covered I'm the Walrus. I already covered Blue Sky. Number 9. I'm going to assume or guess they're referring to Revolution number 9. And okay, I would need the album to album guide for that one because it's not on the, of course it's not on the top 100 songs because most people are actually creeped out by that song. I actually like it. Okay, here we go. Really doesn't do anything. What I actually read was, I read two things. I read one thing where it does have some heroin influence to the weirdness to it. I also in another place I read that it was John kind of trying to express what you thought a revolution would sound like. So it may be both. Let's look at the songs. I already covered Lucy Sky with Diamonds. It's not a drug song. I already covered Yellow Submarine. Blue Jay Way. Okay. Oh my goodness. This song is about George in LA. Is actually, I do believe, a street in LA called Blue Jay Way, or just Blue Jay. He's in LA. He invited some friends over. It may be like a summer home or some place that he had there. He invites some friends over to visit him, and they don't show up. And he figures they lost their way and couldn't find the place. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Already covered those. I just covered Blue Jay Way. The entire album of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Someone says here. Which actually I could do that. I could. Okay, the entire album of Sgt. Pepper's. I'll need the album guide. That would make it easier to go through the songs. Just so you know, I'm actually looking through something and not just looking down at something. At nothing. I'm actually reading and not looking down at nothing. Lucian Sky Diamond, we already went through. Getting Better. My goodness, it really doesn't. I already went through the Being of Ben from Mr. Kite. Within You, Without You. Indian music. When I'm 64. When I'm 64 was actually a song Paul wrote for his dad when his dad turned 64. I really Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. According to John, Sgt. Pepper's was actually kind of like the alter ego of the band, so to say. Bricks in a Hole was actually about a home in Scotland Paul bought, and he kind of had to fix it up. Good morning, doesn't really say anything, but John was really kind of self-critical on that song of his. The opening was inspired by a Kellogg's commercial. And the ending with like the birds and the cats. That he had the idea of birds, cats, dogs, that each animal would chase one another. A Day in the Life. Actually, I have read that is a drug song, so Getting Better. Oh, I'm not sure. But certainly not every song on Sgt. Pepper's. One person on there said, Within You, Without You. Maybe, but actually, if you actually take time to really think about the lyrics, it is actually kind of deep. I'll probably do another video on that sometime, maybe. I have my hair slicked back. I'm a girl. I already went over Tomorrow Never Knows. I already went over the Blue Jay Way. Finally, someone got one right. Got to Get You Into My Life is a drug song. It's about marijuana. I don't mean to say that so happily, Revolution number 9, I already went over. I already went over Losing Sky of Diamonds, you stupid people, you. No offense, sorry. I just really get annoyed when people assume that's a drug song. It's been a misunderstood song for years now. Just going through the songs listed or posted by people on here. I already went through over Strawberry Fields, you crazy person, you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this person on here just refers it to the LSD song. Okay, well, really. Read, people, read, seriously. Read. I already went over Blue Jay Way. Yeah. This person says anything from the 60s. I just proved that with several Beatles songs that aren't drug songs. I already went over on the Waters. Okay, this person says, I'm the Walrus. Paul and John were on an acid trip writing that song. Actually, just John. According to quotes from John himself that I read. Day Tripper already went over. It wasn't written while they were on drugs. It was written about kind of drug references. There's a person that said Octopus's Garden. Okay, this person says every Beatles album. I just proved that! Actually, their first album, the very early albums, they did rate some of the songs, but actually, the early albums were actually had a lot of cover songs on them, so I just proved that. Okay. I finished that. Now for the interesting facts about I'm the Walrus, according to the Rolling Stone magazine thing, special thing that I have about them. According to Rolling Stone magazine, it was about as John found out people were trying to interpret Beatles songs, so it kind of threw a little curveball at them, making this weird nonsense song, supposedly inspired by Lewis Carroll's Walsh and the Carpenter, which I do believe it does have some inspiration by this. And also too, the Eggman part supposedly was about how, better read the direct quote to explain it better. because it is weird. And I'm the Waters is on, no joke, on page 69. No joke. Or no yoke, because it's Eggman. My goodness, that was a bad pun. Here. Let me find. Okay. So the Eggman is how John John heard from Eric Borden about the time a girl cracked an egg onto the animal's front man during sex. That's why I said no yoke. It's on page. That's page 68, but page 69 right there. So there. Now you know which Beatles songs are drug songs and aren't. Okay. Stop recording.